guys, and welcome back to my channel. You might notice that we have a very special guest with us. This is Raegan from Beau. You guys know that we've been to a couple events together and we see each other to get lunch and stuff like that, and it's like about time that we did a collaboration or something.
Totally.
So we actually have already done a video over on her channel where we did this beautiful 10-minute makeup challenge. We attempted to do a glamorous look, and I think we did a pretty good job. So
yeah, it's hard. It's really hard.
Really hard.
Challenge yourself to it.
Very anxiety producing. So if you're interested in something a little bit more fun and not questions, which we're about to talk about, then I'm going to link her channel and the video that we posted down below. So just go ahead and click on that or head over there after you're done watching this. We wanted to answer all the questions that you guys sent in. So
on our phones.
Yeah, we took screenshots of everything that you sent us, and we're going to try and get through as many as we possibly can. But if we don't hit your question this time, we can always do this again. So yeah, don't be too sad, okay?
Don't be shy if you have more questions, for sure.
Definitely leave them down in the comments below on this video, or like DM us or something like that.
I'll start.
Okay.
And this is from LJSN. I'm not going to say the full numbers and everything, I think we should maintain some privacy in case people don't want themselves known.
Perfect.
And then she just said, "Hey Raegan, I sent 2 questions to Caroline for your Q&A and I just thought of another one." She said she started switching to green beauty a few months ago, so she has lots of questions. And she said, "What shampoo and conditioner brands would you recommend?" I've been trying a lot lately, like a lot. And the ones that I would recommend, it depends on your budget. I kind of have a couple of options. One would be mixing, it's like a lemon tea tree. I think it's by Nature Republic or something. I'll send you the link. So you can link it down below. And then mixing that, because it's like a really clarifying shampoo.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
And then, but the conditioner I would recommend is the Juice Organics. It's their restorative conditioner.
Oh, okay, is that the one that comes in the blue bottle?
It's a Target brand, but it's like part of Juice Beauty's brand.
Is it like the blue? Because I think I had their hydrating shampoo and conditioner. And I think that for me was too, it made my hair like a little bit oily, like it felt kind of thick. But I gave my sister their restorative and she has been loving it. So I'm thinking I like want to steal that back and try it.
Yeah, their restorative conditioner, their shampoo's okay, but if you mix like the tea tree, because it's really clarifying for the scalp, with that conditioner, so it's 2 different brands, but it just, it really does work nicely. And then the other one I would recommend, I do like Evolve Age. Some people don't like it because of the fragrance, but it works really well. And then actually Function of Beauty. So that's another one. It's like a customizable one. So you can make it as clean as you want, or you can add fragrance and dye if you want. It just depends on your level of comfort. So that's another one. What about you? Do you have any?
I feel like I haven't tried a ton of clean hair care. I think that's like an area that I mean, I've said this on my channel before, but just that like I need to explore more. But I did get those little samples of the Rawa. Is that how you say it?
I'm used to that.
I need to like Google that. Oh, really? Did you like it?
I like it. Like I need to talk about it. I don't like the fragrance. I don't like the scent. I just don't think it smells like that amazing. Okay. But that's like a personal thing.
No, I totally get that. Okay, well that's what I'm thinking about trying.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Okay, so this is from someone who has a username that starts with Lilac, and she asked us how we get recognition on Instagram and YouTube from brands, because I think that she's sort of maybe dabbling in it a little bit and wants to know some like tricks and tips. And I would say, at least for me personally, I do a lot of like outreach myself. So I'm like constantly emailing brands saying like, hey, do you want to collaborate on something? Would you be willing to send me products that I review? Yeah, so I send out a ton of emails, and then I do get the odd email or 2 that comes in with brands saying, hey, we found your channel and blah, blah, blah. And then obviously the more your Instagram or other medias grow, the more that brands reach out to you. So I think once I hit that like 1,000 subscribers mark on YouTube, that's when I felt like things started to sort of pick up, and I was getting a lot more offers from brands to review their products and to send me PR packages. But yeah, mostly it's just me reaching out. I
totally agree. And I so agree. Once I hit like 1,000, that was like a really game changer for like brands wanting to work with me.
Totally.
I mean, not that they wouldn't before, but it is something to kind of add to your emails and stuff. And yeah, I do a ton of outreach as well. Like it's not totally like everyone just contacts me and just wants to throw product my way.
We wish.
It's a lot of hustle.
Anyone who's watching this.
Yeah, anyone, like feel free, we'll review it.
But that's honestly, I think how both of us are able to keep our channels going, because I mean, you'll notice we review a lot of products. And like if you want to make new content and stuff like that, it is important to have a variety of products, and like we can't afford to do that on our own. So the fact that brands are willing to send us stuff means that we can create content for you guys, since we're not really making any money off of our videos.
Yeah, that's really true. Alrighty, so this is from Vegan Beauty something something. Again, don't want to like give anyone's stuff away. She just asked, how did you start in clean beauty? Okay, so mine, I'll just talk a little bit about it. Mine is really, really kind of crazy. Like most people, I've worked in green beauty and that's how I got started. And honestly, I knew nothing about this industry. I didn't know it was a thing. So about 5 years ago, I was living and working in Shanghai and I got an internship at this little green beauty company. And it was just like, I didn't know green beauty existed. I honestly wanted to work at like a big corporation and work at like Revlon or something, or work at L'Oreal in Shanghai. But I love my boss. I love the message. I found out about all the crap that's in cosmetics and how it's not regulated. And a lot of people, when they start out, are either pregnant or have a health issue or something under all of those categories. And I was just someone who it just made sense to me. Like,
that's
why am
totally amazing.
Yeah, like why am I using this stuff when there's better options out there, and I can kind of help local economies as well. So that's how I got into it.
That's awesome. And I feel like I'm on the other end of the spectrum that Raegan mentioned, which is that I was having sort of like all these health crises at one time. And I was thinking like, my gosh, everything is so out of control. Like, what can I do in my everyday life that's taking steps to being healthier, even if I can't help sort of the larger picture of what was going on? And so I had always been someone who loved cosmetics. Like, I remember being like 11 years old and I saved up for like a year to go to the Chanel counter and buy a Chanel compact of blush that I never used. I still have it. I've never used it.
That's so cute.
Yeah, I mean, my mom was furious. She was like, how did this salesperson sell you like a $45 compact to this 11-year-old? But anyway, so I always loved cosmetics. I just have always been a fan of the beauty industry. And I felt like I don't want people to have a health crisis to know about green beauty, which I think is something that like you get too, since you were lucky, like it didn't, you know, end up that way. And that's why I started talking about it on my channel, because I felt like, okay, if I can share this message, then hopefully people will like know it and latch onto it and be like you and be like, this just makes sense. Like, why else? I don't know. Why wouldn't I be using these products?
And I feel like it has changed so much, even the last 5 years. Like, I remember there's so many new brands and so much new product out there that it's much easier. When I started, like, I ordered a bunch of crap and I had to order things like directly from Australia and like all these brands weren't stateside yet and now they are, and they've gotten a lot better. Like it's changed so much in the 5 years I've been using stuff even. So, and we're seeing even with like L'Oreal's new brand and stuff that even bigger companies are picking up that like we want better ingredients in our stuff.
And I heard that there were like 1,500 or something ingredients banned in Europe and the EU. And then here there's something like 79 ingredients banned. I was like, this seems like something funky is going on that people should know about. Like, what is up with this? Next question is someone named Isabel. She was asking us, she's a teenager, and she wants to know, are there any like affordable sort of brands or discounts for clean cosmetics? Because it can be super expensive to switch over. And yeah, it is. I mean, I could not agree with this comment more. It's really hard.
I'll pick this one up because I do a lot of different price stuff. So some of the brands that I'll just talk about, because I talk a lot about like different price points and stuff because I've worked in this crap. Like, I get that a lot of this stuff is really expensive, but there are some brands that are doing really great things for affordability. Say Honeybee Gardens is one. I do like their stuff. Pacifica, and I know a lot of people are like, is that clean? Is it not? For me, it's just so much better than whatever else is out there. So Pacifica is another one.
What do you think about Physicians Formula?
I like the organic wear mascara. I was just going to say that. I like the one in the green tube, only the green tube, but everything else, I didn't like it that much.
I've tried, I mean, I haven't tried it in years, but when I was in high school, I used to use their talc-free mineral foundation.
Really?
And I actually really liked it. I don't know if it's the same formula or if it's totally different now, but if you're looking for sort of like an everyday really light foundation, especially since you're a teenager and like that was my go-to high school makeup, was that foundation. It's really lightweight and it's really nice, and it has like mica in it, I think, instead of talc, which is a really great alternative. So that's something to look into.
Also, Root has a foundation that's $18. It's a powder foundation, and they have like 45 shades, so that's really inclusive. There are, I did a whole video about like cleaner brands that are like under $20 for makeup.
So definitely check out Raegan's channel and look for that video. I think I did one too, like a
Yeah, you did one as well.
I think it was like affordable green beauty, something like that. Definitely, I'll link all these down below so it's easy to find. But yeah, look at the drugstore for sure, and just know that like even if you can't get the most expensive thing, if you can buy a less expensive, better alternative, then you're already making really great steps in the right direction. Okay, so Raegan's just gonna look up to see what that video was called so that we know where to direct you guys. And we ran into some battery trouble, so apologies if we're in a slightly different position, but we're gonna roll with it.
Oh, sorry guys, it happens. It's life.
Yeah, but I was also gonna say, definitely also just be aware of sales that are going on at like the detox market. You were just talking about how there's a Tata Harper sale for Mother's Day, and just jump on them. Like, don't hesitate. Like, if something's on sale and you want it, buy it then, because it is really rare. I feel like that green beauty does go on like a full sale or like a 50% off sale. It really is that like 15 or 20 or 30% off. It doesn't really get that much higher. So
I've never seen above 30, and I really track sales. Like that was whenever I started doing everything, it just got to be too much for me to track all of the sales, but it's really rare to see above 30% off. And then I got the question, how has your experience been using cleaner product? And I think that it's a journey. Like,
it's a journey. It's a journey.
And everyone is so different too. And that's where you really learn watching YouTube, because maybe I'll see someone really like something and then you go try it and you're like, that wasn't very good.
Yeah, and I think it's tough. I feel like green beauty has come such a long way, but there are still like strides that need to be made for sure. And I think it can be sort of a discouraging market to be a part of when you first try it, because you're expecting it to perform exactly like these conventional brands. And on some products there is that trade-off, like it's not going to perform the same way. You're just getting like better ingredients in it, and you have to be okay with that. But then there are other brands that really do perform, like I would say pretty equal, but you are more paying for like the quality of ingredients than the actual performance, and I think that can be tough sometimes.
It's gotten so better.
Yeah, like, so much better.
So much better. There are brands now that do perform really well. It just takes a while to find that. That's why reading people's blogs or like watching YouTube videos to see like, oh, hey, she has a similar like skin tone to me, or she has a similar skin type. That's an important one too. Yeah,
totally. And I think like it was probably, I mean, it was tough probably, especially for you, but for me too, like there's not a big YouTube space for green beauty. And like where I got all of my conventional beauty recommendations was YouTube. So when I started this journey, I was sort of like, oh, like no one's out there. Like, how is this gonna work? But I feel like it's growing a little bit, and there are more and more of us, which is nice because you're getting more and more opinions.
Definitely. And I'd say we're like, there's probably thousands and maybe even tens of thousands of like conventional beauty bloggers. For us, I can probably name 30. And I think I cover everyone.
I know.
You know, like
we're a small little community.
Yeah, we are very small. So welcome if you're new. Like, welcome to have some Kool-Aid. It's been a journey. Like, I think that's the thing, is it hasn't been easy, but I think it's been worth it. And I like the way my skin looks a hell of a lot more now. So.
Yeah, and I think I said this before, but I think when you start with green beauty, you find that like sort of sustainability and like greenness, you could say, like seeps into other facets of your life. Like all of a sudden you're starting to pay attention to more things. And so I guess overall the switch to green beauty has been a positive thing, a very positive thing.
Yeah. Question, did you eat organic before you started clean beauty?
I did. I was really lucky. Like I grew up, I mean, here in California, and my mom is like an amazing cook. I wish I had that trait. I'm not a good cook. I need to like foster it. But yeah, she's an amazing cook, and she always shopped like really cleanly for us. And we had Whole Foods, which is like pretty close to us, and they always have really great organic produce. And so it was always something that like I grew up with. There are some downsides, like when I see M&Ms, I go like ham on them because I never got them growing up. But on the other hand, like I did eat organic and stuff before. What about you?
I didn't. Like like I'm really odd, because usually people start eating organic and like that's just like the market and how it goes, and then they're like, oh, what's in my cosmetics? And for me, I was working at this beauty place, and then all of a sudden it led to the food, and then I started eating organic from there.
That is like the perfect reason why you should do green beauty.
Yeah, like I mean, it's just,
you should be the spokesperson.
It totally like changed my lifestyle, because I'm from Kansas originally, and it's a lot of subsidized farms, and it's always like a tricky subject to talk about, because it's like I have a lot of friends who that's what their parents do, and that's where their livelihood comes from. So that's you know, it's a different topic for like a way different day and a way different video. But moving to California has been different. And I lived all over the world as well. So that was like a different experience, like getting into the organic areas of different parts of the world. But again, different topics.
There'll be a sequel.
Yeah, part 2, like confessions. It'll just keep going and going and going.
Yeah. Okay, so I got a question that asked about deodorant. Do we have a good deodorant that's a nice healthy alternative? I have been using Schmidt's deodorant and I'm about to finish it, and then I'm gonna use that vapor deodorant.
Okay.
I'm just trying to finish the Schmidt's one and I really like it. I can't do things with a lot of baking soda because I find it very irritating. Also, rookie mistake that someone I know who's very close to me made is don't put natural deodorant on right after you shower. You will scorch your armpits. I think it's like, I'm pretty sure all deodorant does that because your pores are so open. But yeah, she put on deodorant like right after she got out of the shower, and literally the next day she had big like burns and welts and it was awful. So just don't do that. All right, I just wanted to put that disclaimer there. But yeah, Schmidt's deodorant is a great affordable alternative.
I like Schmidt's as well.
I get their unscented one though, which I like. I haven't tried any of their scented ones.
Like charcoal one?
Someone recommended that to me.
I've been using it. I really like it.
Interesting.
Because it's also one of the like baking soda free ones. And that's a different like level, because it's like most of them do use baking soda. I can stand the baking soda. A lot of people can't, but I was just curious how this would be. So I like Schmidt's. I like the Vapor AER, but it's pricey.
It's like $24.
That's really expensive for like a body product that you go through very quickly.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Definitely. What scent did you end up liking from that?
I like the lavender myrrh one the most.
I got the Palo Santo one, and my boyfriend Jared got it too, and he has been using it since we first got it, and he like loves it.
Really?
He thinks it like actually really works. The only thing is you have to be careful not to apply too much because it came off on some of his clothes. Like there's like a white
residue.
Like,
Okay.
But he really likes it, and he like is annoying and does a lot of exercising, and so if he likes it, he feels like it keeps him smelling good, then I know it's a good deodorant. So I'm excited to try it.
I like that one. There's a lot out there. I'm trying a new one right now that I like, but there are so many that there's some that work, some that don't. Like I think,
what is one that really didn't work for you?
The Ursa Major one.
Oh, how interesting.
Didn't work at all, and Adon tried it too. Like I was using it, and then I always pass off a really dumb when I don't like it because I'm a good one.
That story's gonna sound very familiar.
So that's what I do, and he was like, "This if it makes him stinky, he doesn't use it." So
I get that. I tried the oh god, what was it called? Killer Lavender or like something like that, and it not only irritated my armpits, it dyed all of my clothes yellow in the armpits. So I literally looked like I had yellow BO stains in every item of clothing. It was so embarrassing.
I know that I have things like that too. Like I tried so many that like I probably tried like 15 deodorants this year. Like I talk about them all. So if you're really that curious, look into those videos because I go more in depth. Just off the top of my head, Schmidt's is a good one. The AER is a good one. I'm trying a new one right now that I'm not talking about because they haven't released yet. It's a good one, but yeah, spoiler. But yeah, there are some good ones. There are also some real bad ones. So the question was just like, do you prefer the cleaner products now or the conventional products? We're both not purists. Like we both done a video about that. There are some things that I miss. I'm just not gonna lie. Like I miss the fanciness.
Like beautiful packaging.
Like a nice like Tom Ford palette. Not that I would honestly ever buy one, but whenever I go to Nordstrom, I'm like, oh, you're so beautiful.
You guys know from my like makeup collection video, like I have kept some of that conventional makeup, not because I use it, but literally because the packaging is so beautiful. But we're also like
we're like design people. You have to remember that. Like I worked in fashion, she's a graphic design person. Like we're into that, but some people don't really care. I do.
We care.
I care. Like I love KRY's just straight up for the packaging. And I know it's an expensive brand, but it's just like every time I hold it, you just feel like luxurious.
Shout out to Talk to Harper too.
Yeah. We were talking about that. Like that's what I miss the most.
Okay, I got a question about a good SPF for your face and body. And I would say Suntegrity.
I love them. Like
done. Question answered.
But I just want to add this. Sorry, like I love Suntegrity, and I'm wearing it right now. Like I wear it every damn day, kind of thing. But if you're looking for one for body, the Pacifica Target ones for summer, like and that's specifically like if you're going to be out in the sun this summer, those are pretty good ones because they're affordable. I think it's like 15 or below.
Love that.
So if you like,
I need a body sunscreen, so I will be checking that out.
Yeah, and like I said, it's affordable, and but Suntegrity is like my everyday SPF.
So we probably won't be able to get to everyone's question because we have a lot left and this video is already like an hour long, but let's take one more. Okay, so we're going to finish off with a relatively like straightforward question because we've been babbling and having a lot of side conversations and this video is going to be a mammoth to edit.
Yeah, so sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. Raegan got the easy one.
Yeah, I did. Like it'll be like, okay, done.
Yeah. Next time, leave a ton of questions. So next time when we do this can be on her channel and I can get the straightforward one. Okay, so the question is from someone named Carrie and she asked, what is our favorite pressed foundation?
I've tried the Alima Pure one and I really like it.
Okay.
I think they have a lot of shades as well. I mean, relative to a conventional brand, not that much, but for a green brand, they have a few different shades and I just think it's a nice pressed powder foundation.
I have tried a couple, but I use like pretty consistently the Lila B Flawless Finish Foundation and I like it over the Suntegrity 5-in-1 like CC cream or any sort of CC cream. I don't really wear it by itself, but it's a nice like finishing powder and it gives you a little extra coverage. Disclaimer, there's talc in it, so if you're not doing talc, don't use it. But I really like that one. I hit pan on it last week and like almost cried.
But it's like a nice feeling too. Like sometimes when you hit pan, you're like, oh, that's...
it's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
And then I've used Lily Lolo mineral like concealers and stuff. And I have, since I love those, I have a strong feeling that they're sort of like loose powder. I guess it's not a pressed powder, but their loose powder foundation is probably really good because I think they do a really good job on their powder products and have really nice formulas. So I would check that out,
They're another relatively affordable brand too.
They are.
There are a lot. Like I know Clove and Hallow has one. I know Hemp Beauty has one. I was looking up a bunch. Even Honeybee Garden has one.
And I think Burt's Bees has one. My sister uses the Burt's Bees pressed powder and she uses it as like a mattifying sort of powder. But those are the ones that we've tried.
Yeah. I like Lila Bee's packaging. It's really
nice. Lila Bee's packaging is on point.
Like, it's really pretty. Yeah. It's really nice.
So definitely go check them out. I have the 15% off code in case you guys want to use it. All you do is you go on there and at the checkout, you enter all capitals CBC 15. Oh wait, okay, but like the number 15. So does that make sense? Did I explain that correctly?
Yeah, so it's like CBC 15. Yeah. Like number 15, not written out 15.
Maybe I'll put that down in the description box too. Okay guys, so if we didn't answer your questions, apologies in advance, but we will do another one of these videos. So keep the questions coming, leave them down in the comments below or DM us or ask them on a picture on Instagram or however you want to contact.
Yeah, there are a lot of ways. Email, I think we both probably have some sort of email.
Yes, you can email us. Yeah. Like I said, I will link Raegan's channel down below and all the videos that we sort of talked about. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, anytime you're welcome on my channel. It was really fun. I think I like filming with someone else.
Yeah, it's fun. Like it was kind of intimidating, but like the thought of it, not being here and doing it, but like when you're by yourself, you just like you're laser focused. Yeah. And you're just by yourself, so if you mess up, it's not a big deal. Yeah. Performance anxiety, but it's fine. Yeah. We're fine. We did really well. We did. And go check out the other video we did of the like 10-minute makeup challenge because we had a ton of fun doing that. And see how we get these beautiful looks. Yeah. We might have added a little bit on. Yeah. So I will be back next week with another video and make sure to hit that subscribe button on both of our channels to give us some love and support. And I will see you guys very soon. Thank you again. And thank you for watching. Bye guys. Bye.